Hi there, and welcome to the channel. I'm Mike, and I'm excited to share another Divi tutorial with you. My goal here is to make learning Divi as straightforward as possible. So brace yourself for a gentle trickle of knowledge. Yawning is a distinct possibility, because today we're going to be looking at how to set up a fixed or a sticky header. So let's jump right in. It'll be a good place to start is to actually define what is a sticky header, in case you're not familiar with it. Well, when we look at the default header that we get with Divi on a page, when you scroll down, you'll see that the header itself disappears. What that's doing is it's basically staying at the top of the website at all times. So as you scroll down and you scroll back up to it, you'll see it's still at the top there. Now, when we talk about a fixed or a sticky header, the difference is that as we scroll down, you see that the header goes along with you. It sticks to the top of the browser rather than to the top of the website. And this will continue all the way down the page. So this is useful for periods when your navigation is very important, like for the user to be able to get around your website. You have your short links here that the people can easily get to what they need to get to. All right, so now that we understand what it is, how do we do it? Well, it's quite simple, really. Yeah, it's quite simple. All right, so let's jump into the theme builder. So if you're not sure how to get to the theme builder, go to your WordPress dashboard, Divi, and theme builder. So as soon as that opens up, what we're going to do is we're going to go to our global header. All right, so the global header opens up. If you're not sure how to set up a custom header, I do have a tutorial on this in another video. I'll try and link it in the top corner here. Otherwise, the link will be in the description below. All right, but we have the header set up over here, and we want to jump into the section settings. Now, in the section settings, we want to go to Advanced and then scroll down to Position. And at Position, we want to set Relative. We want to change that to Fixed. And that's it. Done. All right, and then the video's over. No, not quite. There's a few more things that we need to do. But if we save this, and we save, and you jump back into your front end, and you refresh this, if you have a keen eye, you would have noticed that there's a difference now. What is that difference? Well, if you look at the content, the website content here, you'll see that there's a slight difference from how it was before. If we scroll back, this one, you can see the space between the header and the content beginning. And this one, you can see there is no longer any space. So why is that? What happened? Well, when we set the header to fixed, it's no longer relative to the content on the page. So the page now is looking and it's putting its relativity towards the top of the website rather than to the bottom of the header. So what can we do about this to fix that? Well, if we jump back into the theme builder, there are a number of ways we can fix this. And some people say it's quite good. You can see some tutorials online where they add JavaScript, and then the JavaScript will automatically determine the height of the header, and then it'll add in a margin for that particular space and push the content down. I am not a fan of adding in too much JavaScript, because when you start adding in things like analytics or any other kind of functionality into your website with any other plugins, they generally always require you to add in some or other form of JavaScript. Now, if you are running on a very good hosting, it's not a problem at all. You can go ahead and do so, and that's a very good tutorial to follow. But if you're one of the people that are using shared hosting, which is like the $5 a month hosting kind of thing, those ones, after a while, you start the amount of JavaScript starts to take its toll, and it slows down your website. So when people access your website, all of that code needs to run before your website will actually load, and therefore the load speed for the page will be affected. So I'm not a big fan of that, but as I said, if you have good hosting, go ahead, and that's a great way to do it, because everything's then automated for you. The other option that we have is that we do it manually. We can use it with CSS. So what we do is we come back into our our header, and in our header we go and we actually set a fixed height to it. So if we go to sizing, we come height, let's call this 110. All right, so we have 110 there now. Now we know that this is a fixed height of 110. So let's save that. Save again. Okay, that's saved. We come back into our page and we refresh it, and nothing happened. Why is that? Well, the simple answer is because we haven't done anything yet. All we've done is we've determined that this header height is now going to be 110, but we didn't tell what the content must do with that 110. So in order to do that, on the page that we want to do this, we just jump into enable the visual builder. And once that loads, we jump into the section settings. We go to design, we go to spacing, and in the margin at the top here, we put 110. And that pushes it back down. So you can see now it looks the same as what it was the first time around. Okay, now there is one other element that sometimes can play a part and become a bit of an issue. And that is if you go to the mobile view. All right, so you can see like when I access the mobile view, it's got this section over here that the white space. So where is that white space coming from? Well, quite simply, that white space is coming from the 110 that we're telling it to jump from the top. All right, so basically to get rid of that, we just jump back into the theme builder. Not theme builder, the visual builder on that particular page. And once it loads, we jump into the page settings, or the section settings. Oh, my terminology is so bad today. Go to design, go to spacing, we go to the phone on the margin, we go to margin, we go to phone, and all we do is we put that to 0. So if I scroll up here, you'll see that it takes away that white space. And then that's it. So if I save that now, and I save this, and I exit it, now if I scroll down, you can see there's my sticky header. If I go into the mobile view, there you can see it's nicely hidden. And if I scroll, oh, it's not working. Why is it not working? Okay, let's have a look. If I jump into here and I go into advanced and I jump down to position and I change this to phone, you can see on the phone it is still set to relative. Okay, now this might not have happened for you. It happened for me now, probably because I have set it manually to relative while I was busy playing around with it. But if it does happen, it's nothing to worry about. It just means you come here, select a position, and choose the device you want to view it on, and then just change that also to fixed. Once you change that to fixed, we save it. There is a chance. Yes. Okay, so there is a chance now because of the change in the fixed. We need to bring back our 110 because of the height. So as soon as that loads up, let's go back to design. Not sizing, we want spacing. We want this one. And we want to change that back to 110. Okay, we save that. Save it. Refresh it over this side this time. And we jump into the mobile view, and there it is. All working. If I scroll now, you can see the sticky header staying at the top. Alright. Alright, so that's how you can easily put up a sticky header or a fixed header on your Divi website. So I hope this tutorial has been beneficial for you, and if it has, please hit that like button to let me know. To catch more Divi tutorials as they come out, make sure you subscribe to this channel, as it helps me out a lot, but also because I'll be posting a lot more Divi tutorials as I learn more. Your feedback is valuable, so leave a comment below with any questions, or if you have suggestions for any future videos, I'd like to hear it too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.